This season I'm really excited for some new looks we've created. Everything is high and wide, bigger and bolder, and that's throughout the whole of the series.
Have you met Mrs. Mill, Miss Walker? You've met my sister Charlotte.
Yes, at Langton, and your mother and your brother, but no, not Mrs.
Mill is Mrs. Lawton's rather wayward sister.
Is she?
Sophie, we've changed her look quite a bit really, because she's more mature. In season 2, they're married, she's found her confidence, and we've tried to reflect that in her hairstyle. Her curls are tighter, smarter, everything about her. Her dresses are bigger, wider, her shoulders are wider. This year she's a bit more fearless and she wants to be involved. She's making life-changing decisions with her finances. She's just got a more mature edge to her character this year.
First thing in the morning, we should go over to Cliff Hill and see my aunt. Take her presents. Let her see how well I am. Not take any nonsense from her.
Something I wanted to do with Anne Walker's palette is make it a bit more mature in season 2. So we haven't really seen Anne Walker in these kind of strong colours before. This is basically all Anne Lister looks. This is Anne Walker. This is still Anne Walker. This, still Anne Walker.
Just in general, all the casts have slightly gone up a gear. Anne Lister, we've changed slightly. We've got a plait going up the back of her hair, which is new because Saran's hair was quite short when she came to us this season, so we had to figure out a way of managing to get all her hair into a top knot.
Do you not like Mrs. Lawton?
Well, she's just upset you a lot over the years, hasn't she? One way and another, and always worming her way back in again.
Anne Lister, with Anne Walker living in the same house, we see really subtle shifts in Anne Lister. There's slight softening, there's some borrowing of costumes, in that way that when couples move in together, you start wearing things a little bit more similar to each other. Colour palettes become a little bit more connected. Anne Walker moving into Shibden, of course, happens in season 2, and that sends sort of ripples across the family. Marion has never had a big feminine presence in Shibden. There's some slightly bigger sleeves, and there's a couple of moments where she has the excuse to dress up, probably with a bit of help from Anne Walker. It affects Anne Lister's costumes, it affects Marion's costumes. It kind of has a shift in everyone's look. Actually made it twice or 3 times before we got it quite right. So this, again, Sean Barrett makes everything for us millinery-wise. We hire a few bits and pieces, but really, yeah, where possible, he makes everything. And he made the iconic top hat.
How do, Mum?
Morning.
We were looking at different shapes here and different sizes and stuck on this. To be honest, there's actually 2 hats. There's a grey as well as a black. When she wears the big grey greatcoat, there's an ever so slightly off black hat that goes with it. Obviously we're not killing beavers these days, but it would have been originally. And so it's a sort of faux beaver. No animals have been injured in the making of these hats.